everybody, Allie here. Today we're going to be making a fun Jeep card using our amazing Chibitronics products. And this is what we're going to be creating. So come along with me. Let's get started. And we're going to use the stencil from the Craft Effects and Stencil little set. This is awesome. This makes your lights interactive, like blink or flash, twinkle, things like that. So something to look into for sure. So this stencil is very handy because it allows me to trace the little sticker shape to plan all of my circuit. So I'm going to start by kind of figuring out where we're going to put our on and off switch. So I'd like to put it underneath the word Jeep. So I'm just going to make a big fat plus sign that's approximately underneath that name. We're going to set this aside. So I know our battery compartment needs to sit here. So this is our battery, and we're going to make just a little battery holder for it to drop into. And now, so our battery is there, and we are going to put lights under these two lights here. I think we're just going to do two. So our light stickers, our white light stickers, need to sit here. So on the stickers, if you look closely enough, hopefully I can get this on camera. See just above the little light there, there's a negative, and just below it, there's a positive. It's really hard to see, but you can see it in person much easier. So that tells you which side of the light sticker needs to go with which part of the battery. So our light stickers need to go here. So I'm just going to use my pencil, and I'm just going to fill it in just so that you guys can see it a little bit more easily. So the little pointy end of the triangle here that I'm just coloring in, that's the negative side, and the wider end of the triangle, that is the positive side. So this is the positive, and this is the negative. So we need to take our circuit back to our battery, which is right here. So we're just going to use our stencil here to draw a line connecting all of the positive parts here. And we're going to take it up, and I'm going to take it to this side here. And it's going to touch the positive side of the battery. Now I'm going to take my negative, which is here, connect those two, and we're going to take it up to go and touch underneath the battery, which is the negative. So this is the positive and this is the negative. Okay, let's go build a little battery holder. Okay, so for our battery holder, I cut 2 identical rectangles that would reach far enough in. And I die cut a large circle in one and a small circle in the other. And this allows you to drop in your battery and it's not going to fall through the other side. That's why I've done that. So I need some 3-dimensional foam tape here to create this to be 3-dimensional to hold our battery. So I'm just going to trim out some foam tape here. And we'll put this on high speed. Let's get to adding all of our copper tape to create our circuit. We're going to start with the negative side here. And for the negative side, actually for the positive side, I need to come out on this side. So I've got to be really careful here. We're going to get inventive. So I'm going to create kind of a little bit different than what we kind of mapped out here. So to create a bend in your tape, you pull it back on itself and then to the angle that you want to kind of change it to. And then we're going to pull our line of copper tape down here because we've got to go across and touch those triangular points there. So pull it back on itself. And you're going to have to play with this a little bit. And there we go. I'm going to take my bone folder and just make sure that this is nicely pressed down and nice and flat and smooth. Okay, so that's our negative line. To create our positive line, I'm going to use a piece of our pressure sensitive conductive plastic, and I'm going to take it and actually I need to do one thing before we do that. I've doubled up a piece of foam tape here and I kind of need it to act as a backer because our battery is going to, it needs something to butt up against. So that's what this line is. So I'm going to use this piece of doubled up foam tape to create that barrier. And it can go right over your copper tape. It's not going to affect it at all. So I want to make sure it's like right on that line. Almost perfect. It needs to go up a little bit, but it's just gonna have to do. All right. So then what I think we'll do is we're going to attach this piece of fabric here, just like so. I'm just going to stick this over top just for the moment. So what we need to do is this is conductive. So this completes your circuit by pressing down. Okay. So we want to connect this plastic now to the circuit to complete the positive line. So we can do that by taking our copper tape, and I want to make sure that it goes right across our plastic. We're going to bring it out this way. Now you have to be careful because this is like a three-dimensional step here. So you're going to have to be gentle with your tape and go down that edge first, and then you can carry on the flat surface of the paper. Let's do this a little trim here. And today I really don't want to. Actually, today I'm going to make a bridge. So in order to make a little bridge, I'm just using scrap here. So what you do is you just need enough paper that's larger than the width of your copper tape. So that allows your copper tape to come across. And I'm just going to adhere this down. And what it does is act as a barrier, so you're not ruining your circuit, you're just crossing over it like a little bridge. Okay. So we're going to carefully cross our bridge here, and now we've got to go down this line here. Mr. Bone Folder. Back on itself. So I'm hoping this plastic trick works. We'll run the rest of our copper tape down that circuit and bone folder just to make sure that's nice and smooth. I don't know, we're gonna try this. Okay, so now we're gonna put our stickers on. You want to make sure that negative is negative and positive is positive. We know our lights. I want to go right in the middle of the lights on the Jeep. There we go. Okay, so I had to go back into my little battery holder here, and I had to open this up a lot more. So with the smaller hole, when it was cut to this size, it just wasn't making enough contact with the battery. It just couldn't press it enough into the back of the paper to make the circuit work. So now that that gap is a little bit wider, look at that. We have lights on our Jeep. All right, let's go and build up the back so that our battery has somewhere to stay. And away we go. Okay, so we got our card all put together. The battery is in. And let's give it a try. Let's turn out the lights. And there we go! Our little Jeep is off-roading, getting their Christmas tree. I'm going to finish up my card. And away we go. And here's our finished card. Kind of a non-traditional color scheme, but that's okay. I know from one Jeep lover to another, she's going to love this card. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to check out all the supplies down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.